Hi friends, good morning. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you that might be new here, hi, welcome. My name is Megan and today we have a thrift haul. This is not a bins haul. This is a regular retail Goodwill store thrift haul. This thrift haul is going to be a little different from my usual hauls because I did go thrifting with my husband on this particular trip, and I am going to say he is my good luck charm because we found all of these things in 3 hours at one location and spent $220, I think, on what you see behind me on the rolling rack. And we got some really great stuff. I did go ahead and separate the rolling rack into what Jack found, and then what I found we'll go through after we go through the things that Jack found. So I can kind of show you what he found versus what I found. And at the end, you'll have to let me know which item we found was your favorite. Also, I left the store tags on all of these items because I wanted to be able to tell you what I spent at the regular store on each item. And I will say the majority of these things I think were priced phenomenally for a regular retail Goodwill that is notorious for pricing things up. I think we got some really great deals. Because the tags are still on them, none of these things have been listed yet in real time. So if you are interested in something that I'm showing, please let me know in the comments below and I will prioritize getting that listed just as quickly as I can for you. Okay, and without further ado, let's get started with what Jack found. And no, Jack is not a reseller like myself, but yes, he does enjoy thrifting with me on occasion. Most times when he's not working, he does like to come thrifting with me. So let's see what he found. First, I can't. This is a Fear of God Essentials cropped, oversized cropped hoodie. It's like a shorter fit, but it still is oversized. I believe it's a size medium. Oh no, this is an extra small. So yeah, very oversized fit for an extra small, and very exciting. This is a mainline Fear of God sweatshirt and not a collab with PacSun. They do sell pieces that look very, very similar. They have the exact same logo on them at PacSun, but this is not a PacSun piece. This is a mainline Fear of God piece. It does have the little plastic kind of logo right there on the back, and the tag is the same. And I think that's a really easy tell from a PacSun collab and the main line. The main line kind of has this like fancier embossed, I don't know if you can tell, the letters there kind of like plasticky and embossed on the tag. Like I said, it is a size extra small. Size tags over here. Fear of God, really nice. This is a fantastic feeling crew neck too. It just feels like it's really well made, and we paid $9.99 for this, which I think is a fantastic deal for a Fear of God crew neck. So we'll see how that does. Next, this is a great closet basic. This is an icebreaker merino wool. It says body fit zone, so I'm not sure if that's like the line or the style of this quarter zip. Oh my gosh, I was gonna say crew neck. Quarter zip. This is a women's extra large 100% merino wool base layer, and there's nothing wrong with it. Really great shape. And this was $7.99 at the regular store, so that's not bad at all. And there's the tag if you've never seen it. Icebreaker is the brand. Women's size extra large. Next, Jack found this. This is a O'Neill neoprene rash guard, kind of like, what do they call it? Let's see. It's called the Baja Full Zip Jacket. Women's Baja Full Zip Jacket in slate and cool gray. So I'm not sure what exactly this is called, but I know it's kind of like a rash guard surfing-ish type of piece. It's neoprene, like I said, and here is the tag. It's new with tags, which is a big reason why I decided to get it. This was $7.99, so that's not bad at all, especially for it being new. Neoprene, which unbeknownst to me, is very hard to get wrinkles out of. So I don't know if you can see, it's kind of like wrinkly, but I did steam it and try to get the wrinkles out. So we'll see how this does. O'Neill. And this is so cool. This is so cool. I love this. This might be my favorite thing that Jack found. Quite possibly. I just love it. It's very 80s, very late 80s, early 90s in the color and the style. This is a Camp Beverly Hills like logo polo sweatshirt, and it's got these like bright color stripes all over it, and I love this. Camp Beverly Hills, like the logo is right across the entire front of the sweater in really fun font. Hello. And here's the tag. Camp Beverly Hills. What size are we? Can't read the size anymore, but I think this is really cute. It does have a few stains overall, and it is slightly discolored, I would say, just slightly, but still in really great shape. And this was $9.99. They marked this as a men's sweater, which is kind of weird to me, but we'll see how this does. Camp Beverly Hills. Then, oh, these are so interesting. And I was telling him when he showed these to me, I have never in my thrifting career seen a pair of Lululemon wool leggings. These are Lululemon, I think they're the fast and free tight or something like that. Size 14 wool, nylon, and elastic blend leggings. And they're in a really great charcoal, like two-tone gray colorway. They're so soft, and they kind of feel more like smart wool than any Lululemon I've ever found. Here is the Lululemon tag right there. They're a size 14. And like I said, they are a wool blend. They do have this style number down here. And I think I did try to Google it at Goodwill and just see if I could find exact comps on these. And I don't think it was pulling up anything. So I did just take a chance on these. How much were they? $9.99. Would I pay $9.99 for regular Lululemon leggings? Absolutely not. However, because these are a wool blend and the majority of the fabric is wool, I think they might do really well. Also, they're a great size 14. So we will see how these Lululemons do. Next, this is so nice too. This is a stunning 100% merino wool, All Saints open wear, kind of like flowy cardigan sweater. It's got this really fine ribbed knit to it. You can see that. And it's a really gorgeous kind of like muted light gray color. And there is the brand All Saints if you've never seen it before. And this, where is it? Is their logo. Right. Oh, there we go. This little like, I don't know, animal skull head is their logo. And this I don't think was priced up at all either. $6.99. Fantastic deal, I think, for this All Saints merino wool cardigan. I'm so tempted to keep this, but I don't need it. I just don't need it. This is an Aritzia sweatshirt. I mean, this is the Sweat Fleece Cozy Fleece by Aritzia, the perfect fit. It's a size medium, and it's in this navy and white colorway. I love the navy and white, and if you've never felt one of these, this is so soft. I feel like it would be very comfortable to wear. So for that reason alone, I'm kind of tempted to keep it. But like I said, I don't need it. And again, this was marked as men's textiles, and it was $8.99. I don't think that was bad either. Aritzia, the back is plain. Little cozy, it's so soft sweatshirt. That, I believe, yes, that was the last thing that Jack found. So he found all of these things while we were at the thrift store for me to list and sell online. And this is the first thing that I found. This is a Nadam, I think that's how you say it. There is the brand cashmere sweater. This is, I think, an extra small, if I can recall. Hello. Yes, extra small, gray, ultra soft sweater, 100% cashmere. It does have some pilly balls like right here. I will just hit that with my sweater shaver and make note in the description that it has light wear to the fabric, but overall it's in really great shape. There are no holes in the fabric, which I think is really important, especially if I'm going to be paying full price at the regular retail Goodwill and not just picking something up at the bins. This was $5.99, so we'll see how this does. Nadam, I think is how you say the brand, and there it is one more time. This is a Tradelands button front shirt with this like interesting kind of like tight sleeve. It's almost like an oversized shirt with like kind of I don't know, tighter fit sleeve that I would imagine comes to about here. This is the brand Tradelands, and I really like the pattern of this shirt. That's one of the reasons I picked it up. The second reason I picked it up was the fabric. This is a tinsel, I want to say. Tinsel and linen Tradelands button front shirt. It is a size medium and in really great shape. So we'll see how this is. Kind of giving like, I don't know, abstract earring vibes or something like that. I don't know. So we'll see how this does. Oh, and this was $6.99. Tradelands. This is a 360 cashmere cropped poncho-ish shirt. I love this color. I love the rib knit, and I really love... When I saw this in the store, I did not instantly think, oh, I should keep this. But now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, I really do like that. But I'm trying not to keep anything, even though I did pick up one thing with the intention of trying it on and keeping it for myself. But we'll get to that. Anyway, 360 Cashmere is the brand. There is the tag. It's a size extra small. Really nice. Kind of like... I don't know, a caraway seed color, I think. Not me trying to get all fancy. I don't know if I said, it's a size extra small. It's 100% cashmere in this really nice cropped silhouette. This was only $5.99, so absolutely a steal of a deal for a cashmere sweater. See how that does if I don't keep it. Next, this is cool. This is a US Open New York City tennis. So I don't know if that makes it better that not only is it Polo Ralph Lauren US Open, but it's New York City. So it might be the trifecta. I haven't looked this up. Anyway, US Open, new with tags, Ralph Lauren little cropped t-shirt. I love this. It's a size small. I don't know what the regular retail on it is, but here is the little Polo Ralph Lauren US Open collab. Usually I find Olympic Ralph Lauren things, so to find a US Open thing is very exciting. This was perhaps a tad bit pricey at $9.99, but I definitely think I'd be able to make money on this, especially because it's new with tags. It's so nice. This is a really nice, I would say medium weight, full zip, soft shell jacket by Icebreaker. Here is the tag, Icebreaker. It's a women's medium and it's in fantastic condition. It's a really nice, like finely knit material, and I do believe it's 100% merino wool. Oh no, 97% wool, 3% elastic. And this was not bad at all. $14.99. I think this might actually be the most expensive thing I purchased, which is not bad at all. So we'll see how this does. Icebreaker. Next. Oh, this is the thing I picked up with the intention of trying it on myself and perhaps keeping it. I have not tried it on in this moment, and I don't know if I'm going to keep it, but I do, again, very similar to this cashmere sweater. I love the silhouette of this. It's kind of like oversized and cropped at the same time. And this is a Varley t-shirt, and it feels very much so like the Dream knit fabric from Viore, but here's the Varley tag. That's the brand Varley. It's a size medium, and I think it does have their little logo down here. Right there, just says Varley again, and this wasn't bad either. $6.99, perhaps a little pricey, but like I said, I picked this up with the intention of perhaps keeping it for myself. So we'll see if I end up liking it. I really like the fabric though. Next. Another cashmere piece. Also, I left behind 3 or 4 cashmere pieces on this trip because they had small flaws to them, and I was like trying really hard to be intentional about what I was picking up and not pick up things that I already knew had damage or flaws or X, Y, and Z unless they were fan-freaking-tastical. Anyway, this is another 360 cashmere, I believe, right? Yeah, 360 cashmere sweater. The front is kind of like a crew neck, and the back has this nice like deep V. And again, it is 360 cashmere. This one is a size small, no holes, no nothing. So we'll see how this does. Really great shape. And this was not bad either at $7.99. 360 cashmere. Okay, so I don't know how much these retail for. Let's see if it even says on here. No, it doesn't. Or how much this will go for, but I do know this brand typically does fantastically for me. So I thought, if anything, I could just easily double my money on this and make a little bit of what we spent on the rest of the stuff back, especially because this is a great closet basic and it's new with tags. This is a packed organic cotton, right? Yeah, organic cotton t-shirt. It's a size medium. It's new with tags. Here is the packed logo or packed label. And this was $4.99. So like I said, even if I double my money on it, it's chipping away at making back some of the money I spent over here. And I do know this brand is like a great bread and butter for me. So we'll see how that does. Next. Okay. While I was steaming this stuff and prepping for the haul, I was like, Megan, it's not Keats. No, it's not Quint. Oh my God. Is it Keats? Quintuplets. Quints. Quints? Is it Quints? I swear to you, there's just certain words, certain names, certain brands, certain words that my brain just like cannot, and this is one of them. I had so many people correct me in my very last haul because I mispronounced it, or I said it a few different ways and I wasn't sure how to say it. Again, here we go. Keats, I think is how you say it. Keats. It's a size extra small. I think this is 100% cashmere turtleneck in this really nice, almost like interesting gray shade. This is not a typical gray. It's almost somewhere in between green and gray, which I liked. And I think, like I said, it's cashmere, or maybe, oh yeah, okay. 100% cashmere, size extra small. And this was not bad either, $9.99. So we'll see how this does. Another really great bread and butter brand in my closet. Keats? Queens? Oh God. I'm pretty sure it's Queen. No. Keats? Someone told me to remember it as like quintuplets. Queens. Or like queen. So that'd be queen. Quints? Quints? Anyway, cashmere. Next, oh, I love this too. When I was steaming this, I was like, ooh, maybe I try this on. But again, I don't need it, but I really do love this. Again, the silhouette is something I'm really fond of. Cropped and slightly oversized. This is an Eileen Fisher. This is another brand that when I first started reselling, I would say it wrong every time and Jack would have to correct me. Like, it's just one of those things. I think I would say, oh, I don't even know what I used to say. I would say Eileen wrong. And now my brain's like, you're saying it wrong now. Anyway, it is a size small, really nice micro ribbed corduroy, kind of like workwear inspired button front, drop in like extra large patch pocket, cropped jacket. Really love this. And it's in like kind of like a bone color. It's almost white, but it's not quite like crispy white. It's kind of like a more old money, sophisticated color. We'll see how that does. Next, again, I'm not even going to say it. Here we go. Queens, Kints. God, it's a size medium. Again, 100% cashmere. This, again, very similar to the Eileen Fisher, is a really nice bone colored sweater, crew neck, and it was $9.99. If I didn't say, this is 100% cashmere as well. Nothing wrong with it. Don't expect this to last very long in my closet. And it is a size medium. There's the tag one more time. So we'll see how that does. Then I got this, and I know that Jack would have picked this up had he looked at this rounder before I did. This is a center swoosh 90s, I believe. I asked him as soon as I found it, is this tag good? And he said yes. I believe this is a 90s Nike tag, and this, I think, according to my husband anyway, is a desirable Nike tag. I also know that having a swoosh in the center of the sweatshirt is desirable. On top of that, Illinois is also another desirable characteristic of this sweater because people collect Illinois things. Had this been Miami, for example, it would be staying here. but it is not. This is a size medium, vintage Nike sweatshirt, really great shape, and it was $8.99 at the regular store. Not bad at all. Okay, just a few more pairs of pants and then I will let you go. First pair of pants. Yes, the first pair of pants is this 7 for All Mankind pair of boot cut jeans. I bought them for 2 reasons. Number one, they are new with tags. This is a actual 7 for All Mankind tag. They don't have all of the hang tags, but they still have this one, and this one just says that this is indigo dye and you need to wash it with caution. These, like I said, new with tags, 7 for All Mankind indigo, which is another great characteristic of these jeans, boot cut jeans, and I think they're a really great size too. I think 31, so a really, really great size. And these weren't priced high at all either, especially for having a tag on them. These were only $9.99 at the regular store, and there is the 7 for All Mankind logo if you have never seen it. So we'll see how these do. Next, I was looking at the jeans, just looking at the jeans, and I glanced over at a rolling rack next to me, and these were just staring at me. The logo was staring at me, and I was like, no way. This is another one I'm not sure how to pronounce. I think it's Love Moschino. I think. Please correct me if I'm wrong. These are a US size 12. They're just a really nice pair of low-rise pleated front dress pants in this gorgeous gray color. A really great closet basic, and they were only $8.99. So I will take that all day long. We'll see how these do. Next, this is a new to me brand. I have never found this brand before. I don't even remember what it's called. Miracle Eye is the brand, but I picked these off the rounder because of what they look like. These are a micro stripe flare with a lace up front. Hello. They give very like pirate vibes to me, and when I found them I was like, oh, I hope this brand is something good. I think it is. Hopefully it is. We shall see. Miracle Eye is the brand. It's a size large, and I love this stripe pattern, and I love this like kind of like varsity lace up detail there. So we'll see how these do. Oh, forgot to tell you, $6.99. Not bad at all. Okay, these are very exciting. I have not looked up comps for them as of yet, but I did do a few checks at the store to just make sure I could confirm that they were indeed vintage. These are a pair of vintage, I would assume 70s, because they have this slight little flare here. Super soft jeans. These are like somewhere in between corduroy and denim. They're very soft, but they don't have the traditional like stripes that corduroy does. They're a smooth, like almost like denim material. First of all, again, just like these other two things, I love this color. This is like a bone color, and the stitching is like this tonal, like sepia color, which I also love. And the brand, we'll get to the brand now. Mr. Legs is the brand. I don't believe there are any interior tags, but I will double check with you right now. I saw that at the store, and then I quickly took a look right here and confirmed that this is a 42 talon zipper. And if you've been here a while, you've heard me say before, 42 talon zipper is a really great telltale sign of a pair of vintage, at least 70s jeans. So let me just make sure there's no tags on the inside. I don't think there are, but let me double check. So we will see how these do. Absolutely no tags on the inside, so that's so frustrating. Literally nothing at all in here. Not even like the remnants of something. So I'm sure I will have to do some research and figure these out. But Mr. Legs, is that what that said? Mr. Legs, is that the brand? Yeah, Mr. Legs, and Legs has 2 G's. Yeah. So we shall see how these do. And these were $8.99. Mr. Legs, 70s. Okay, next is a pair of Citizens of Humanity premium vintage jeans. These are the Skyla. Yeah, Skyla, and I think they're a size 30. They're size 30. These I maybe should have left behind because they are, I wouldn't call them skinny, but I would definitely call them a slim fit. But I couldn't leave them behind because one, I was drunk already on finding so much great stuff. And two, these are premium vintage Citizens of Humanity, so they are very expensive. To begin with, this is the little tab you want to look for when you're finding Citizens of Humanity. And they were only $8.99. And on top of that, there's absolutely nothing wrong with them. They look like somebody wore them a handful of times and decided they didn't like them anymore. So we'll see how these do. Citizens of Humanity. Last, but certainly not least, if you made it to the end, you're fixing to get a little lesson in Levi's. This is a pair of vintage Levi's, and they keep falling off the hanger, so I'm not going to annoy myself. I'm just going to take the hanger off. Pair of vintage Levi's. They are a 501, but they are made for women in particular. And they have this fancy little made for women washed shrink to fit tab. Now, something else to note about these jeans, they're a very dark wash. And if you know anything about denim, when I get close, you might see that these have the little like white flecks. It is escaping my noggin right now what that's called, but I know that denim that looks like this, I think it's something with like how they mill the denim. Hold on, please hold. There we go, that's what I was looking for. It's called NEP. The NEP is what the white flecks are in the denim, and a lot of times that is a good telltale sign that you might have denim that is salvage. These unfortunately are not red line or salvage jeans. I have to do a lot of research on these particular jeans because I do want to be able to list them for the appropriate market and get what they're worth out of them. They are not big E, like I said, they are not salvage, but they do have a really nice color to the denim. They look like they're a good size. They look like they haven't been washed very many times, if at all. All of those things. Let me show you the back tab one more time. And there you can really see the dark indigo denim with the little white flecks there. So I think these might be a really good find. There's the back tab there. Okay, and with that, friends, we are done with this thrift haul. You will have to let me know in the comments below which item I thrifted or Jack thrifted is your favorite. I really love the Levi's that I found, and I really like this cashmere sweater, and I really like the Fear of God sweater and this Camp Beverly Hills sweatshirt. And with that, I will let you go. If you took the time to watch this video and you spent your social media currency with me today, I so appreciate you. And if you wouldn't mind just hitting like on your way out, that would be awesome. I'll see you next time, friends. Bye.